Hey.
Carry on.
Yeah, it was January 1979. I was living on kibbutz and I was called to the office because we didn't have telephones there in Israel at that time, and there was only one phone. It was at the office of the kibbutz, and it was my brother Shalom on the line, and he said straight out, without any introduction, Johnny, mommy has been murdered. And I said, like, what are you talking about? And he said, people came into the office where she worked at Jeffrey Seif Estate Agency, and they hit mom over the head. She died. They stole the money, and you need to come home. And I was in the army, of course, at that time. Came straight back to South Africa, and yeah, it was something that I never really internalized. It was so immediate and so harsh and so difficult to contain. And here I am, the age of 67, probably a bit older than my mom when that happened, and I'm looking for some closure here.
Security.
Yes, and
There is a woman on her own. How old was your mum when she died?
you know, I'm trying to figure it out. I think she was younger than I am. I'm like 67 now, and I think she must have been about 65.
Wow.
And I think this whole thing that I seem to be going through is maybe a result of the fact that I've surpassed my mother in age from when she was killed, you know? So it's kind of strange. But you know, it's exactly the same. You've got the officers really haven't changed. They just put up stickers in the windows. Those windows were all wide open. You could see through them. I mean, they were closed off, but you could see what was going on inside. It's become a gambling joint, and it's the same. But the fascinating thing is, all the burgies hang out there even to this day. This is what's so fascinating. The same vagrants are sitting there, just another generation.
You know, do you know why I'm filming?
Come again?
I'm filming because his mother used to work here.
Yeah.
And she was murdered here.
Is that
Somebody killed her.
in daylight?
In daylight. Somebody went in and robbed her and murdered her.
Is that so?
Yes.
1979.
Yes. So that's why we came back, so that he would see the place.
Yes, obviously he was young at the time.
Yes.
Early 20, 21,
25.
25. Okay. Yeah, yes, that's right.
Very sad.
Because I turned 21, 74.
Yes.
That's right, okay.
Okay. Excuse me.
Sad to hear that. I'm
Yeah.
glad you told me.
I remember them singing this. As a kid
April, May, June, July.
Today that one doesn't want to go too deeply into anything political, and for that reason we decided against it. There was nothing very special in it, except that the family simply sent you regards and all that sort of thing. And it wasn't...
Okay, so Izzy was a communist.
Okay. And the security police in South Africa knew that Izzy and Bertha were communists. So
from what I understand, Shalom was asking for this Pesach tape. They made a tape of a Pesach, and he was asking for it and asking for it. And Freda needs to explain to him
correct.
Why they didn't send
Correct.
the tape to Israel.
So part of the tape obviously had Izzy on it, and Izzy was a known communist, and it was a police state. South Africa was a police state. So my mother was concerned.
That worried of sending
But it's
a tape.
this is what happens in a police state. This is like Russia after the revolution. I mean, you got to be really careful. So they thought about it obviously, and they thought, you know what, it might be intercepted. And if it's intercepted and there's this whole thing with Izzy talking, and he probably spoke about some political issues, the right thing to do for them was not to ask for trouble. This is what it is living in a police state. I mean, we had this discussion last night about Russia and communists and the people that came from Russia to Israel were always looking, behind their shoulder because they were so completely inundated with fear of the police. And this was South Africa in 1964.
My dear friends, Shabbat Shalom and welcome. In the tradition of my people, I'm today bar mitzvah and take my place as a member of the Jewish community with a full sense of responsibility for my own conduct. It is a day when I should be happy, and yet I am sad. And my thoughts are with my people in Israel, and when I think of their courage and faith, I am truly proud to belong to such a wonderful people. I look back to the happy years of my childhood, in which I was particularly fortunate in having my one parents to guide and inspire me, and to give me a sense of real values upon which I will endeavour to base my future. Here I would also like to mention my teachers, and to thank them for what they have played in this process of my growing up. To my darling mom, who has always stood by us and given me courage and comfort when I made it, I say thank you, Mom, I shall never let you down. Although my mother, sister and myself feel rather lonely now, we do most sincerely appreciate having you, our dear friends, with us to join us in this little bracha for Bar Mitzvah. Thank you all for your kindness and for your good wishes and your gifts. I know that my brother Shalom and Felicia are with us today in spirit, as our thoughts are with them, and to them, you, and to all Israel, I say Shalom. Thank you.
That was the 10th of June, 1967.
So why are you saying that you're sad?
Because there was a war.
And it didn't end yet. It was still going on. The war.
Yeah, there was a war, but maybe also because I'd lost my dad just 3-4 years before that.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. זה לא נכון. אני לא מסוגל לעשות את ה...
Just go by the numbers.
לא, זה לא עובד.